Just that easy. No ad stream. Unlock 100 bonus bits every 10 subs. Crazy. Thanks, Twitch. I can't wait. Irrelevant things for a moment. Rotom's here for no reason. When I went to GameStop the other day and sat there for like an hour, I was looking at this card. Not this one though. I was looking at an English version that I thought about buying. I ended up not getting it because I was like, I already have a JP version, and $3 sounded like a lot to pay for a card that I already have, even though I thought it'd be kind of fun to have like EN JP on the other side. I also checked TCGPlayer, and like on TCGPlayer it was like 50 cents as opposed to... Do I hear myself? Yes, I do hear myself. Mute! Thanks. So I ended up buying a different card while I was at GameStop. I bought this. I don't remember if I sent pictures. But I bought a Boo figure for $5.99. Oops. I am aware of what is happening to me as well. Hopefully I didn't, like, just release my information with that barcode. I bought this at GameStop for $5.99 because I was like, cool. I want to get a Boo plush someday. But in the meantime, I haven't. I already showed the Rotom. That's not really relevant. So, the card I ended up actually did buying. I bought Cynthia's Garchomp. Whoops. Cynthia's Garchomp from GameStop for $3. Unless it said $2.99. I don't know. The package says $3, but I think the shelf said, "He ignored my haiku." Thank you for the stream. Roger started streaming now. It is time for cards. Sorry, I didn't know that was a haiku. Thanks for the raid. I'm sorry well, Ollie will probably be streaming within like the next 5 minutes, so I was like, I should start this card stream and get part of it over with before he goes live. I think I showed Dulce that I got this card probably. Yo, your chat's Ghost Town vibes hit. Thank you. I do agree, my Ghost Town vibes do hit. I appreciate the compliment. You love that Garchomp? I mean, it's like Pokemon's favorite waifu with her most iconic Pokemon. So I was like, sure, why not? And then on the other side, I have an older, well, a Garchomp that I've had for like a half a year. Terrassalize. It was like, my dad showed me a TCGPlayer cart he was buying, and I added one for like 118. But I was just explaining that I was deciding between basically these two cards at GameStop the other day. I decided to get the Cynthia's Garchomp because that was like less like something I already had. And TCGPlayer was telling me that this one was going for like $1 and this one was going for 50 cents in yen. I bought the Garchomp card and a Boo figure while I was at GameStop the other day. I got the receipt right here, still, for some reason. You can't see it, sorry. Anyway. I'm also not supposed to show these packages. I am opening this side. I got two packages. They're both from the same person. They just shipped them separately. I'm opening the smaller one because I'm assuming the other one. Do I have any Squirtle cards or Blastoise? Instead of having to pull out my generation, or not my generation, my 151 cards, I can pull out one of these two binders for a second. A very early Squirtle. Most of what I'm going to be showing off today is not actually Pokemon cards, so thank you for sidetracking to make this a Pokemon stream before I opened cards, Pokemon, not Pokemon cards. I'll flip through these binders and show you these Squirtles and Blastoises as I find them. I would show it on stream, but I'd probably have to like push everything out of the way to actually show it, so. Here's a base set 2 Wartortle. Hopefully I just stuck it back in the slot that it was supposed to go in. Ooh, I feel like there's like a Rocket Squirtle in here somewhere. Something like that? Am I making that up? Maybe I don't own that card. Oh, there's a Dark Wartortle. Right, never mind. Not Rocket Squirtle. It's called Dark Wartortle. Maybe I don't have the Dark. You also didn't ask for Wartortle, but you're getting them anyway, damn it. Oh, okay. It wasn't actually rockets, but it is Squirtle. That's the art I was imagining. Psyduck above it, Poop Attack. Hopefully Dulce doesn't have to leave too soon, because there's at least one card I have to find and show him, and then run for it. Hi Maggie, hi Reno, hi Dulce, hi Duck. Thank you for the raid, Dulce. Sorry I stole your chat. Anybody else wants to see some Star Fox 64 that's starting now or very soon? Alundra probably streaming that. If anybody wants to post a link. I'll probably send the raid to him whenever I'm done. Hopefully I'm done before he is. I'm meaning for the stream to go for like 30 minutes. You're about to head out? Alright, 1 second. Let me flip through this quicker to see if I can find any more Squirtles. And then I might open the package and show one thing, and then try to find the other Squirtle or Turtle Blastoise card that I know I have out. Alright, there was no other Squirtle or Turtle. Thanks for the stream, Dole. Sorry I abandoned you again. I could probably get to that, but I have a binder that I have evolutions in. There's not much going on in the evolutions binder for starters, though. But here's the 151 Squirtle in English and JP. Here's the 151 Wartortle in just English. And here's the 151 Blastoise EX. Yeah, Dolls, I'm assuming you weren't exactly here for whenever I last brought this up, but we have the whole 151 set now. Of course, not counting, like, what happens beyond 165. I started sticking it together in a binder, and then my dad went off and bought the rest, so they're all in this binder. You'll ask later what you wanted to show me. God damn it. Probably not, you missed a lot. Watch the VODs! I'm sorry, that was aggressive. I'll show it to you sometime eventually, probably. Can I just... That works. Good luck, workout. Take care of yourself. You've been working for hours. Good luck. Oh dear. Oh, we're in for some crazy shit. I already forgot half the cards I bought. You know, while I'm sitting here trying to open this, I'll give you the preview of everything I've seen so far. If I opened up my order sheet, I could be listing out the prices of every card as we go along, but I'm half trying to surprise myself because I forgot most of what I've gotten. I'm waiting for him to say it. Oh. I got it sandwiched in here. Alright, let's not spoil myself too much. They're already gone. Maggie left. Maggie left. Dulce is gone. Comet's here. Good luck, Squirtle. Thanks. I buy a lot of Azurlane cards and Hololive and Vaishvar's cards, rather than all being Pokemon. Got a binder to the right of me that's full of Azurlane girls. There's your first one. I'm going to flip it over and show you the only other thing I've seen so far in this package. This one I know is 90 cents. It's not shiny, it's a PR card, which is like promotional, I think. But whenever I was doing whatever I was doing, I made sure to look, and this was like the cheapest card that had Yoko in it. If you want the honest answer, well, there you go. Bunny Tax comment. Toki Bunny, if you need to know who it is. Assume a Toki Bunny. Or I just got the Bunny Tax covered. So we got E35, very shiny, another super rare. Incredibly shiny, but I probably can't show it off the nicest on stream. On the other side we got Yachty. This is a TCGPlayer package from, I already posted the link in chat, but it has since been flooded. It's from CommonGroundNE. Oops, wrong window. CommonGroundNE. The word common, CommonGroundNE on TCGPlayer. This was one of those shops, I think I've talked about it before, where like if you go on TCGPlayer, okay, well, you all saw the Yachty, you're all happy about it, right? She was for some reason like all over TCGPlayer for $1, so I was like, I gotta buy one of these before people realize what the hell they're doing or something. Flip it over. You know, I'll leave Z35 visible. Sometimes I've gone on TCGPlayer before, and you either see like someone who's selling the cards for like market price or like 5 or 10 cents, like really low prices. But usually I feel like those people, the selection you get. Sorry, I just looked at the next card. Sometimes you see that, but like the selection you see of the cards is not as high as others. Like the people who have the most cards, it seems like a lot of the times like each of their cards are like 25 cents a piece, or they just like went through and blanket tossed a 25-50 cents per card, but like they have a bigger selection. It also makes it so like sometimes it's like actually that's below market price, so that's not bad. But this is one of those sellers where I think I paid like, this is 90 cents because it's, I'm assuming the Gurren Lagann cards might be older. It's also PR, whatever that meant. I don't remember. I don't know where the heck I'm pointing. This is an example of a card that I think was like 25 cents. Which is like probably not a huge deal, but wasn't as though you probably got out somewhere else. But I got a huge selection, including... Is this stream for me or is this stream for Duck? I don't know. I could have gotten Sumi Serena base, but they were like both $1 choice, and I liked this one. Sensei, are you sure I can have this scarf? But I'm meant to be Santa today. So that was, yeah. I could have gotten, they had like base Serena, base Hanai, and 2 Christmas versions, but I went with this one. Uh-oh. I I'm clearly forgetting that I may have paid a bit for a couple Blue Archive cards. My bad. It's beautiful. I feel like I could reach the stars from here. Just assume that like a few of the cards you're seeing today were like $1 a piece. This one I think was specifically like 141. The Serena was 1. I know I spent like 170 on a card that I just remembered we're gonna see in a moment. Possibly even next. This card I thought about not getting, but like even more than her, just the scenery. I felt like the scenery in the background was gonna look crazy. Unless I'm thinking about a different card. The scenery. She's like in a Ferris wheel or something. I don't remember what her scene is, but it looked like it was very beautiful. We had to get this one. This one I think was the one that was like $1.70 or something. It was like a bit higher, but like, how could I not? I don't know what's coming next. Oh dear. Duck, is this Kiara? Let me know, thanks. What I think was also $1. I've been like quietly staring at a card of specifically Pomu. Also, yes, in case for anybody who might not be following along, get your Pomu emotes out in chat. I've been following along the fact that there's like kind of signed Pomu cards, but those are like sold out on TCGPlayer. I don't know if I've ever seen one on there. I don't remember how much I've seen them for, if I've even seen one. They have like normal cards with Pomu on them, but like the 3 or 4 or 5 people I've ever seen that had them didn't have much else in their shop that I felt like getting. And this person I was shopping from, I accidentally found the Pomu squad. Except I don't know if we hate the other two. I remember it got like real awkward at the end. Well, it was more towards Selene. They like had Elira? Didn't they? I think they had Elira like doing the company's media to explain why like everything's fine with what was going on with Selene, and it was like, this is kind of sus, but all right. It was $1. It was $1, and it has Pomu. I had to. I'm sorry. You're welcome. I don't know which. I didn't know this card existed until I accidentally saw it in their shop, and I was like, that's a Pomu card, I'll take it. Doll's already left, so. Alright, I think I am now understanding that there is no shine to this card. Damn, I thought I was looking at it and it looked like it was shiny, but it's not. I don't know why. I can't answer this question. I don't have a good answer. He was probably like 25 cents, and I was like, sure. It looked funny. This is specifically the Final Fantasy. You know what? Can I take a peek at the back of this card without seeing what's coming next? Specifically the Final Fantasy trading card game. Not the collab that they have with Magic the Gathering. This is the Final Fantasy trading card game. So there's a new card back for the stream. I've never seen this. Maybe you've never seen it. Final Fantasy trading card game. I thought it was going to be shiny. I saw a couple Iridia cards that they had, but this is the one I went with. I think I sent a couple of them to Dulce, and I decided this one looked kind of pretty. I didn't tell him I got this, and he left, so he doesn't know. This one I think was 50 cents, but I didn't own any, we have like a Nagato or something, Contai collection card, but I got a Shimakaze. This one was 25 or 50 cents, and I thought it looked a lot prettier than the like actual unit card Shimakaze, so I picked this one up. Thought it was pretty cute. Bunny? Rabbit tax? I don't know. At least half. I think I know what the next card is. I had to pick this one up. Probably. My favorite Kintai collection girl. The like one and only that I would specifically... Okay. I guess Shimakaze I might like the Kenkal version more. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Konkale? But this is definitely the girl. Even like when we're doing the alpha boat for Azure Lane, I'm like, sure can't pick Hamikaze? What's the next one? Oh dear. You know, I think I lied. I think this stream is for Duck. Is this stream for me or is it for Duck? What? Even a demon needs love. Mag is about to play the funny game of, I'm back! Where is everybody? What cards did you get? I don't know. I already showed them. I was planning on this being like a 30-minute stream. And then I found out that my last card stream said it was like an hour. I swear one of them was 30 minutes. I did like 1 or 2 streams that were only 30 minutes. So that was the first package, which this is how I decided to open it. I just took a chunk off the side of the envelope. My bad. So we got our, well, I can't say we got our first Disgaea card because haha, I own a Disgaea card. Thanks, Dad. The only other Disgaea card we own. Why? I don't know. I would tell you intrusive thoughts one, but no, that's one that my dad just gave to me, and I was like, please explain. The only other Kantai collection card we own. Nagato. Really? That's what's in the other package? I thought for sure this one has like separator in it. I thought this was gonna be the one that was gonna have like 1, 2, 3 top loaders in it and all the expensive cards like more protected, and I thought the one that just felt like a thick stack of cards was gonna be the less expensive ones, but no, we already opened all the big money. So I think this one might just be most of my trial deck boots coming to find me. This is how it's packaged. Just with a lot of shipping shields. apparently. Tear here. I don't know if it's gonna work like that, man. Tear here. I mean, I can... You taped it. They sure did shield it. It's glued together. It's glued shut. Alright. First package. I don't even know how I'm going to get into the second and third one. My bad. Alright, I think it's like permanently there, so let me flip the camera, flip it back again, enjoy your frosting, whatever. Enterprise from Trial Deck. If you can read down here, you're probably going to be seeing TD on a lot of these cards. These were all also like 25 cents a piece, probably. But I was getting some cards for the Azure Lane binder, the middle portion after Volume 1 and before Volume 2. Charisma of Black Iron. Another Trial Deck card. Whenever the next card stream is, I'll actually be able to show them off flicking the binder. I'm probably not going to be taking time to put them all in there right now. Illustrious. We was looking through cards that I had in like a watch list yesterday, and I was like, "You sure I don't have Illustrious?" No, I don't. This is because I just bought her. South Dakota. I may have skipped out on like Minneapolis and some other people, but I got South Dakota. There was like one day that I liked her, so I was like, sure. Centaur. Exhibit number C of things that Dill's missed. My bad. Hanging out with the teacher. It's me on Monday. Enterprise again. Try and calmly stick this back in the shipping shield. Because usually during these streams I take everything out and I put it back in the place that I got it from. And I'll just go like hand it to my dad and be like, here, I know you want to know what I bought. Good luck Monday. It's already Monday. Thanks Monday. I might be going back on Tuesday. Oh shit, that card looks shiny. Okay. I'm gonna move on to slot 2. Maybe slot 2 is less valuable cards, and we'll save slot 3. Also, when I keep saying slot 2 and 3, I guess I for some reason I'm calling this one 1, and this one's 2, and this one's 3, but I can see the shine. And I was like, uh-oh, I did get some other shiny cards. I am going to be in trouble. I don't know why I haven't taken it out of the case yet. We lost focus again already? Alright. Venture forth. Ghost? Is this Maggie's? Wayne. Is this his excuse? Holy Night of Love and Peace. Once again, if you pay attention down here, you'll probably be seeing TD for Trial Deck on a lot of these cards. They're like, if you've ever seen Pokemon cards where it's like, here you go, you want to try the game, buy this deck, this pre-made deck. So I think that's what Trial Deck cards are, but they are different boats that weren't in Volume 1 or 3, so I bought some of them. Just let me know when you head out soon. Never Ending Tea Party. Coin's in there somewhere. I shit the focus again. Yeah. I shit it, my bad. Alright, well I shit the focus. I shit it even worse. Never Ending Tea Party? Where are we talking about tea parties? I'm scared. Oh. I don't know who this is. Anybody know who this is? No? Okay. Yay! On a list of cards that I don't want to have to explain to people that I know, but good boat. Okay. Since when do we not like Sandy? I don't know. I thought nobody liked Sandy. I thought that was the meme from 30 years ago when people were like, everything I get is San Diego. A shiny card. I thought everyone loved Sandy? I don't know, probably. Yeah, but she's good? I don't know. Maybe I think about somebody else. Everybody probably hates Kent or whatever because they're assholes. You refuse to use Sandy. Alright. That must mean that everybody loves Sandy. Sorry, I didn't mean to. We love you. Estimated delivered by November 7th. It worked out. This one was $1. I would check out... I don't know. Here you go. Halsey Powell. If anybody knows or doesn't know, I have this because we like Halsey Powell here. And for anybody who's saying, why do we like Halsey Powell? She's the same artist as Yamashiro. Pretty sure. I might be lying to myself. Pretty sure she's by Rainland though. Also, there you go. You can have your moment on stream. It is her birthday after all. Sorry, this is the only Yamashiro card I own. I gave all the rest away. And her freaking super rare cards are like $30. Halsey Powell was probably $1. I would pull down the list a little bit more and have a better answer, but we'll get back to it in a moment. This one is also $1. I can read through the actual list in a moment. Bunny tax? Comment bunny tax. I think I also just got this one because it was like $1. I bought a couple more of them. Okay, so also another thing that I didn't mention up, all the super rare boats have been showing off today are from Volume 2, but they like just came out a week or two ago and they were $1, and I was like, I might as well pick up a couple of them for $1 before they find out if they want to go up or down. If it goes down to 50 cents, oh well. If it goes up to $50, well, I got one before people found out that they really wanted it. Is this the... There we go. There's the card. Big money. So I don't know why I make it sound like this is the greatest card of the whole package. They're all equally lovely, but also this one might be a little bit more lovely. Happy Bet? Happy Bet Appreciation Week. Oh. Sorry, I lied. I didn't remember buying another Disgaea card. But in return, you're going to have to do whatever I say for the rest of my life. Oh shit, I forgot. Battle Finish Master. This is probably also $1 or $2. Okay, this one might have been closer to $2, but like it was perfect. So my bad. That might be the last card. Okay, that was the last card. I don't remember if I had any other side notes. I forgot to start off stream by saying I'm sorry I spent $22 on these. I didn't mean to. I will potentially stop for an amount of time. Maybe I won't. Link, I don't know if you saw this one or if you care. I can now scroll through the list of cards I got. This one was 90 cents, as I thought. It was about the only card I saw that had Yoko on it that wasn't like $30. This one was 25 cents. This was one of those sellers where they just like put up a lot of the cards that were 25 cents. So anything that wasn't that shiny, more than likely was 25 cents. The Flan card was 25 cents. The Etna card was 35 cents. I kind of thought that was 50 cents, but alright, that's fine. This is 25 cents, but I missed out on bunny tax before, so cashed in on bunny tax. This one was $1.82, but the reason I ended up getting more cards was because I put like Z35, I put like 10 listings of Z35 in my cart as well as 10 listings of another boat. And this is the seller that I ended up on that I was like, you have the most choices of other stuff that I could add into the cart, and it ended up at like $22. There's that one. I got this one. This was $1. She's even cheaper now. She's only 50 cents now on TCGPlayer, last I checked. This is Albe's sister, by the way. In case you didn't check in. Sorry I don't have an Albe to show right now. If Maggie's disappointed in me, that was the card that I almost got you one of, but then I was like, I should save money, so I took $1 out, and then I probably put like 5 more in. So please send your frustrations to my DMs. You would have taken a Yada? I figured you would have, but would you rather have a Yada and trade for knowing that your package was going to be a week later, because I wouldn't have been able to send it until now? And then I would have had to send an Enterprise and a Grey Ghost. Would have been fine. Alright. I guess I'm the asshole. Alright, we're back to can't focus. I already showed these, but Maggie showed up, so I have to show him again or else he'll be upset with me. There was Base Sumi Serena's Recollection Lobbies and Hanai and Christmas Serena, but this one was my favorite of the ones that I thought I saw. And it was only $1. This one was $1. Z35 was $1.82. Morrison and U410 were $1. Yade was $1. Halsey Powell was $1. Sumi Serena's $1. Shield Maiden Mash card was $1.79. The one that had Pomu and Friends was $1. Most of the other cards were 25 cents. This one was $1.49. I was like, I don't know, she's not like the absolute favoritist girl around the block. It was more so like the scenery. I thought the background was going to be really beautiful on a card. And like, I don't know. I just thought it was going to be a pretty looking card. The scenery. I don't remember if she's in like a Ferris wheel or a cable car or something. This one was $1.72. I couldn't not. It was like a bit higher than just $1 that I spent on some other cards, but it had to be worth it. This just had to be worth it. I don't know what else to tell you. Oh, I guess Maggie didn't see this one. My bad. This is like how you have Hololive Myth, Hololive Council. This is Lazerlight. This was Pomu's release crew. Except I feel like when she graduated, I feel like it may have gotten awkward for a number of reasons. So I don't know if we're allowed to acknowledge the middle or the right one. Also, I didn't mention, but this is Ryugu, which is funny. I mean, her actual name's Fanana, but she's Fanana Ryugu, so it's funny. This is Elira? I want to say Elira Pandora, but I don't know. I didn't even know this card existed. I just sometimes click on the... because this is a Wixos card. The Wixos had a collab with Niji Sanji. And several times I've looked at the Pomu card for like 5, 10, 15, 20 cents. But everything else that the seller would be selling, I was like, I don't know. I don't need these. So I never just bought a Pomu card by itself. But I accidentally found this one and was like, yeah, I guess that's my Pomu card. There's also the other ones that I don't know if we like or not. But anyway. I own a Pomu card now, technically. This was the reason that we were trying to get Dulce to stay around, but he didn't. And it's also not shiny, so my bad. This one was also probably 25 cents. Whatever. Just assume it was 25 cents, unless I said otherwise. Vampire was $1.40, that's the only one I didn't really mention. Charisma of Black Iron was 32 cents. Halsey Powell $1, Yade $1, Morrison $1, U410 $1, Vampire $1.40, Z35 $1.82, Kuromi Serika $1.72, Suzumi $1.49, Sumi Serena $1, Unkind Demon Etna 35 cents, Team Gurren 90 cents, Fast Like Shimakaze 50 cents, Lazerlight was only $1, which is crazy. Shield Maiden Mash was $1.79, so the two most expensive cards were $1.79 for Mash and $1.82 for Z35. So if I haven't listed them 5 times, we're going to go back to saying, assume it was 25 cents. Which, like, I probably shouldn't say is high. It's not really that high for just being able to say, yeah, I want that card, not having to, like, buy a whole package of something for $300 to hope that you pull a card. Not bad, but it's like above the average of what I pay for a lot of random cards. I was picking between a couple different Rydia cards. There's a couple Rydia cards, because this is actually the Final Fantasy trading card game, which if I flip this over, Final Fantasy trading card game is another thing that exists. So put that with your League of Legends card game that just came out. But there was a couple Rydias in the Final Fantasy trading card game, as well as Magic the Gathering's Final Fantasy expansion. This is the one that I decided looked the prettiest for some reason. I think I thought it was a holofoil because of this big shiny here when I looked it up, but I guess it's not. It also might have been a rare or something. I don't know where it says it. Oh, 19068R down here. So I guess I thought it was like a shiny rare. I'm not gonna pretend like I'm that disappointed. It was only 25 cents. Shimikaze. Fast like Shimikaze. Ow! 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 This one was 50 cents. First Shimikaze card. Second Con-Call card. Third Con-Call card. Hamikaze, because very important. And the last card. Dang, you want a Shimikaze? Alright, well, guys, I would like to apologize for the fact that I'll be spending more time on TCGPlayer later. Meow! Here's your... This one was only 25 cents? Alright, so there you go. Another Disgaea card. I have 3 Disgaea cards. I have 3 Con-Call cards. Bunch of shiny stuff. Thanks for watching. I will send you guys to Olive's stream in a moment. He's streaming Star Fox 64, which I assume will be a short-ish stream. So I might be back in an hour or 2 for a game that I haven't planned yet. It being Monday, I kind of wanted to do Klonoa maybe. Because that seems like the best day to do something for adults. Maybe tomorrow would be a better day to do something for adults. I don't know if him not streaming goes hand in hand with not being able to watch. But I know that I don't know, Monday. It's either better or worse than Mondays. I don't know. Oh. The only other thing that Maggie didn't see, maybe, or whoever else, was explaining that I spent an amount of time at GameStop the other day. I saw these 2 cards, but I don't specifically mean these 2 cards. I saw English Belly Bowl. I didn't buy it because I have a JP1. The English Belly Bowl and the Garchomp were both $3 there. I checked them on TCGPlayer. This one was 50 cents for English, this card, and this was $1. So I was like, that's closer to the amount of money that I'd be paying at GameStop. Card that I don't have. You know, everybody's Pokemon waifu, her most iconic Pokemon, the Nightmares of Many. Cool card. So I still have a JP Belly Bolt for now. I just kind of thought it'd be funny to have that and flip it over and be like, English one. Anyway, speaking of flipping it over, there's a terrestrialized Garchomp that I think was like $1.18 off a TCGPlayer that I shoved into my dad's cart once. So I have a double-sided Garchomp. Top loader too. Here's your Rotom tax. Speaking of taxes, here's the boot that I also got from GameStop for $5.99. The emotional sport coaster still sitting over here somewhere. Why did I say speaking of taxes? Oh, I said speaking of taxes because Repa. Thanks for watching. I would start sending out the raid right now, but I don't have a free hand, so I'm going to end stream and then send the raid and watch Olu for a bit. I know the speedrun for Star Fox 64 is like 30 minutes, so he could be like already done or on the way. I don't know. We're assuming he's like not exactly speedrunning it, but we're gonna go check in on him. If he gets done soon or something, feel free to post in the Discord what I should stream in an hour. I could just go back to Neon White if I really don't know what else. Maybe I'll ask Dulls if he's free. Right, I forgot the other game we have is Hollow Knight. Maybe I'll ask Chris and or Dulce if either of them are free for an amount of hours, and if I get one response or two responses or no responses, we'll decide. Thank you for watching. This has been, like, TCG collection number 13. Yes, I've streamed, trading cards that many times. I have a playlist of it. TCG collection. There's 12 videos in this playlist. Is this a problem? Do I have a problem? I'm sorry. Goodbye. Love.